Morning, this is Brian. Today is Tuesday, August 9th, 2022, and I'm back at Tecolote Canyon, and this is the North Clairemont Park entrance again, like I did back in late June. However, today, instead of making the left turn off towards Genesee and Chateau Drive, today I want to go and make it to Balboa. So this will be hopefully a through hike of Tecolote North today. It's quite a late start today. It's probably already 10:30. I got a very late start today. Had a nice leisurely morning. And I'm kind of paying for it a little bit now because it is very warm, even here in the Claremont area of San Diego. I left my house in Santee, it was probably already like 85, 86 degrees. It was already at least 84 degrees by 9 o'clock this morning. So they're probably going to be heading up into the mid-90s where I live. Here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be well into the 80s here. So here I am going down this again. Just taking my time. Well, I've seen other YouTube videos of this stretch of Tecolote. I mean, the one continuing all the way to Balboa, which is my goal for today. And it was quite a lovely stretch of canyon, as has been every stretch I've taken. Today I want to see if I can check it out for myself. Yeah, it is very, very warm. Actually, pretty much downright hot today. So, and humid. Where I live, we actually had some rain, some monsoon moisture that made it over the desert and over the mountains and hit us where I live. And apparently, it looks like it had rained here too a little bit, because I see some. You could tell there were like raindrops that hit the dirt. You could tell it had rained here too yesterday. So here I am, back in my beautiful coastal canyons again, where I'm probably going to be spending the most of, if not the remainder of my summer. I'm hoping I can take one of my normal October vacations and go out to some out-of-town spots. A lot of times I will do that on my longer vacations, even just to go to the San Bernardino or San Gabriel Mountains. I really miss being in the tall forest and much higher elevations. Kind of miss that. But then again, short drives, short 25 minute drives from my house to here, definitely worth it. Like I said, these canyons are very nice. So yes, today I'm planning on heading all the way out to Balboa Avenue. Haven't done that yet. So this will be some new territory for me. I do like section walking these canyons because I get an opportunity to see how awesome they are. Yeah, the lizards are enjoying the warm weather. I have a feeling they're going to be probably going in the shade pretty soon. So yes, today when I get to the junction of the Genesee/Chateau Drive fork, I'm gonna keep going towards Balboa instead. That's the direction I'm going to be heading today. The weather's very similar to the weather in the last time I was here. It's actually very warm, but today I think it's even a little more humid. Hopefully I can get into a spotlight video today too. I mean, I was really undecided as to what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Powell Mountain and poke around, or I wanted to go to Cabrillo National Monument, Highway America, the beautiful pass, so I can get in there and I can get into the national parks and national monuments without having to carry cash on me. And I can go to as many of them as I want, and it pays for itself after a few visits. Haven't done it yet, but I can also get into my national forest like an adventure pass as well. Look at this beautiful coast live oak right here. This is a nice one. Nice, mature, not extremely old, but definitely a very picturesque monument to the natural beauty that is our coastal canyons and foothill communities. It's always a pleasure to be under these trees. That's even more so when the weather is hot. Because yes, it's warm and sticky, but it's a lot better than being out in the full blast of the sun right now. So I'm just gonna appreciate the fact that I'm under these trees for more than they're just beautiful aesthetics, but also for the awesome shade they provide on days like today. So I can get out here and enjoy the outdoors. Yeah, see, the last time I was here I took just a very short walk. I had gone to another place previously. So what I did last time is I took the left fork here and went up towards Genesee Avenue. It's just to Chateau Drive, but the trail lets you out at Genesee Avenue, which is right next to the intersection of Genesee and Chateau. I admit, it's so satisfying to still see water trickling through here. So awesome, I love it. I think that's duckweed. I think that's Lemna minor. I think that's what that is, duckweed. This is a very beautiful sight to see water in our awesome little canyons. Let us be honest. Love seeing water, especially in an area which maybe receives about 11 inches of rain a year. Roughly about 11 inches, I think. Ooh. Oh, what do we have here? Southern honeysuckle. It's this shrubby plant right here. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's going to be getting any fruit this year. But this is Lonicera subspicata variety denodata. Yep. We have a few species of native honeysuckle out here. At least three, I think. Usually I think one or two closer to the coast, or maybe just one. Got a handsome side blotch lizard. What a beauty. I think that was a female side blotch. It almost looked like a sagebrush lizard. Almost like a sagebrush lizard, but I don't know if sagebrush lizard is native here. That'd be Scaloporus graciosus vandenbergianus or Scaloporus vandenbergianus, but I think that was a female side blotch lizard. They kind of look similar, actually. So this right now, after crossing the creek, this is now new territory for me. I have never been to this part, so I eagerly anticipate what kind of beauty waits me on the rest of this hike. Despite the fact that it is very sticky and warm today, I'm not gonna lie, there is a little bit of a breeze. And from what I remember seeing on the video, it's very woodsy on this stretch. Look at absolutely stunning Coast live oak stand here. Oh, this is insane. Look at this. Oh, look at this. This is absolutely enthralling. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at this beautiful stand of Coast live oaks here. Oh, wow. This is absolutely beautiful. I will forever love this tree. I've always loved Coast live oaks ever since I was a kid. I just love when they get really thickly packed like this. Oh wow, this is absolutely gorgeous here. Look at these guys. Look at all these older mature trees here closer to the banks of the creek, and then just beyond, younger thickets of them all spread out. This is great. This is just absolutely beautiful. Again, living here in San Diego County, you don't have to go far to find natural beauty. You really don't. So I do miss being close to my San Gabriel Mountains. I really do. But I also like being here, being closer to all of this too. I mean, it's a little too hot to be poking around where I live, but there are places like this close to where I live too. Just want to wait for it to cool down a little bit before I start really spending a lot of time there, unless I did what I did last week and get out really early, which I guess I could stand to do. Get out to the trail by like around 6 in the morning. It's no big deal. But this is a really fine stand of Quercus agrifolia, bradyagrifolia. Just love how packed it is here. Very dense and very lush. Got a lot of little toyon saplings packed down here too. So one thing you'll know is we have Coast live oaks, we're gonna have toyons too. This is toyon right here. This one's got smaller leaves than I'm used to seeing. This is Heteromeles arbudifolia. This is a toyon right here. Toyon is an extremely common companion of Coast live oak. So where you got Coast live oak, you can almost guarantee you're gonna have toyon, especially if it's more in a wooded situation like this. It's more of a spread out savanna in a grassland, you'll probably be less likely to see toyon growing with it, with Coast live oak. But toyon is a very common associate. And here are the beautiful flowers of toyon. This is what the flowers look like on Toyon. I don't think the lighting is very good for me to get a good detailed picture there, but little small 5-petal flowers. People say they're supposed to smell like dead animals, but I don't get that. They're not like fragrant. They have a very slight aroma, similar to a rose flower. No, not a rose flower. It's in the rose family. I was kind of thinking about that, but they kind of smell like pear flowers. Have you ever smelled a pear flower? Not exactly fragrant and sweet, but not really unpleasant either. So I don't know why people think that smells like it smells bad. It really doesn't. To me, it just has it smells like a pear flower. If you ever have a pear tree in your yard, regardless if it's a flowering or fruiting pear, and you sniff it, it has a slight aroma. It smells just like a pear flower. In fact, Toyons and pears are fairly closely related. They're in the same group or same subfamily of the rose family, with the apples, the quinces, the paracanthas, quinces, pears, and apples, Toyons, service berries. They're all part of the same subgroup, and that subgroup is characterized by pomes, the types of fruits. They're called pomes, and pomes can be very widely different sized. See, these are pomes right here. Those are the Toyon pomes. They're obviously not ripened yet. They'll be ripening towards anywhere from October to December. And then they turn a beautiful, rich red color. And they're quite attractive, of course. People call them berries because they're small and they look like berries, but technically they're pomes. So they're structurally like apples and pears and quinces. They're core fruits. They got cores in them. Alright. I want to take some time to appreciate this. Oh, a western skink. Oh, a western fence lizard. I just saw a western skink dive into there. But here, we got a Great Basin fence lizard, but I just saw a western skink. Haven't seen one of those in a few years. I could tell it was real shiny, kind of brownish. Oh, man, I wish I could have caught that. It was a young western skink. Yeah. What I meant to do, before I got distracted there, looking at this coyote brush. Look at the old trunks on this. Beautiful coyote brush here. All twisted and gnarled. A lot of times these plants are much more upright and stuff. But yeah, this is a Baccharis pilaris consanguinea. This is the coyote brush. But yeah, there's a little western skink in there. I don't think the camera was going to catch that. I haven't seen a western skink in years. I know I took a short video of one that I barely was able to catch on camera, and that was in the San Bernardino Mountains back in 2019. That was a juvenile western skink. Those are the skinks with the lines, the brown and whitish lines on their body, and blue tails when they're young. Those are western skinks. Look at this. That's Tecolote Creek down there. Still has a fair amount of water in it. Again, we're nicely in this thicket of coast live oak again. Oh, a nice beautiful laurel sumac right there. And I wish the camera could have gotten that western skink. That would have been cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut down part 1. Catch you on part 2.